almost falls down. Throws to the end zone. On!
It will change, and I'm not trying to tell you something. It's going to change. It's not like that, okay? But I want you to understand where I'm coming from. It will change, and it will change because they wanted to change, not because of me. It will change because they want to be champions.
Smith in the gun, the throw on his left hip. Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking, got it, post, and it's good! Touchdown, 49! Vernon Davis with the play of his life. It all comes to this fourth down. 4th and 4 at the San Francisco 10. Ryan in a shotgun. Rodgers to his left. 3 receivers right. Ryan takes the snap. Looking, pressure, throws middle. Broken up, fighting. Navarro Bowman. And the 49ers silence the house.
Oh shit, you fucking slits. It's the Gold Blooded Podcast. Poppy's here. I'm with Rob, Steve, Chris. Curran's in Maine. He's doing whatever he's doing. What we do now, this is episode 2. We get into the fucking gold-blooded locks of the week. We are currently, overall, 46-19. Daddy, that is me, Joey I, is out to a hot lead of 11-2. Rob is in number 2, 10-3. Steve, 9-4. Chris and Curran coming in at 8-5. We just had a very, very heated debate about how we're gonna change things up a little bit here. We're now not going to allow 2 people to pick the same game for the final stretch here, and then we were determining on the order in which we pick. And all you people need to know is that I'm picking first. Last week I picked Buffalo, and then Steve rode my coattails, so he won't be able to do that this week. With that said, I don't feel as comfortable as I have with this pick. Nothing jumped out to me. With that said, I'm going to go with what I do when something doesn't jump out to me. 49ers.
I mean, yeah, that one.
That's what I get for picking first, because I can see how many people in this room wanted the Niners. If you don't like it, should have had 12 wins.
11. Easy.
No. If you wanted to pick first, you would have needed 12. Yeah, fuck stick.
Well, I don't know. Now we could
or you would have needed a 9-game winning streak, or whatever you.
So plus 2.5.
Yes, sir.
Plus 2 point.
He tried playing it coy. Nothing jumped out to him. Of course, that line jumped out.
It did not.
Aye. All right. Everybody in the room.
Joe, can you read me cards?
I can't. Oh well, I'll read it at the end.
God.
Because if
well, I'm looking for a time filler.
Okay. So Curran picked.
I got mine.
Right.
Curran.
Rob goes next though.
Okay, so you go then, Rob. Are you ready or no?
I asked for Curran's pick to kill time.
Curran.
I mean, we could just keep going in circles.
Curran is picking the Philadelphia Eagles. Now he had them at 8.5.
Why is Curran going right now?
Oh! Did you hear what he just said?
He is anything.
He's grasping.
He's grasping at straws. What's Curran's pick?
The Eagles. I'm not going to use his line. I'm going to use the ESPN line. 9.5. They are giving the Giants.
Eagles.
Well, if
minus.
Curran's going, I might as well go now.
Okay, hold on. Before we started, we said, is anyone taking the fucking Eagles? Jesus Christ. Keep changing the rules till you get what you want, Steven.
Yeah.
Eagles minus 9.5.
Yes, sir.
At or versus.
Oh, sorry, bud.
They're hosting.
And they're hosting the Giants.
Yes.
That's ballsy. They just lost to the fucking Dolphins.
And Eli.
True. Okay. All right.
And I called Curran, or I texted Curran, and I was like, yo, you see that Eli's playing, right? You still want to do that? And he was like...
I want to do it more then.
I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks in a pick'em in L.A. against the Rams.
That's a good one. How the
I don't
hell
want
is
that.
that a pick'em?
Yeah, that's what I said earlier.
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
That was the first one that I considered taking.
What is that?
I don't know.
I 100% hope that I lose this one.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
be glad to go on a losing
Yes.
streak. But they're undefeated on the road, and the Rams suck.
How is that a pick'em? All right. I am going out on a little bit of a limb. sort of. I am taking the Kansas City Chiefs +3 at New England.
I was actually contemplating taking New England. Every time we've done that, you've been right, so that's good for you.
Good for you.
Every time I've said opposite, I was wrong. So
I am going to do. Tennessee -2.5 at the Raiders.
Good pick, Chris. I like that one.
That's a good one. That is a good one. Raiders got. Who did the Raiders get beat by this week?
Kansas City.
Yeah, they got fucking smoked.
yeah, embarrassed.
After there was a little bit of a build up to that game from among Raiders fans, of course, that thought that their team had a chance to beat Patrick Mahomes.
The team that just got smoked by the Jets.
Yeah.
Likely.
Yeah. Before the Jets game, they were already looking at this Kansas City game, completely overlooking the Jets game, which is what Raider fans do.
Okay.
My favorite are the Raider fans that hang on to the season that happened 3 years ago, where they went 12-4 and then lost in the first round in the playoffs.
Fuck them.
Fuck them is
That's
right.
their only winning season since, I believe, the Super Bowl, where they lost to John Gruden. That's their only winning season since 2001. They have one winning season, and they lost in the first round of the playoffs. They have 0 playoff wins in the last 16 years.
Amazing.
I love it.
Got a mystery quote?
I have a ton.
Oh, good. I have a mystery news bit.
Okay. All right, so first one. This is a quarterback in the NFL. It's not easy. This is not an easy game. Tough situation, but I'm going to continue to put one foot in front of the other and keep moving. Like I said before, it's a trial, and the trials keep coming. Not easy, but I know where my heart is, and I know where my faith is, and I'm going to lean on this. I'm going to lean in this time like I always do in the good and the bad.
I read this, so I shouldn't answer if I can think of it, but I can't think of it.
Ron Rivera?
Quarterback.
Cam Newton?
No.
Sam Darnold.
Nope.
Carr.
Nope.
I read it too.
If you don't know it
Foles.
immediately, yes.
It should be Winston.
I got
Foles.
it.
Yeah, it's Foles.
Foles.
He's getting benched again for Gardner
Minshew.
Minshew. Yeah. This is the same guy that went toe-to-toe with Tom Brady in the Super Bowl and won.
And what's crazy is if you didn't know anything about Foles this year, how bad the Eagles are doing with Wentz, you would think Foles was that much better.
Uh-huh.
You'd be like, well, what's the difference? Well, Foles to Wentz.
And the same guy that the following year went into Chicago and beat Vic Fangio's
Yeah.
defense.
What's he coming off? What's his injury? What was he coming off?
Foles?
Yeah.
Shoulder?
Okay.
I
I wonder if it's that. If it's
not
lingering
100%,
or
maybe.
if it's rust or, who
Maybe.
knows?
Maybe.
Maybe the rest of the team just
But
sucks.
anytime anybody's ever said, okay, you're the guy, he's not the guy. Anytime anybody says, all right, well, just come in for a few games, he fucking kills it.
Or maybe it's the curse of being a quarterback of that team.
Maybe. All right, next one. This is a head coach in the NFL. I'm well aware of it. People will change what they think of us and me when we win games. I don't know how it gets more obvious than that.
Cincy.
Nope. People will change what they think of us and me when we win games.
Freddie Kitchens?
Nope.
Oh, good one.
Rex Ryan?
Oh, man.
Haskins? Dwayne?
This is a coach.
Oh, fuck.
A head
Jesus
coach.
Christ, I got a
Christ.
quarterback.
Ron Rivera?
Well, you said Rex Ryan, and then he said Dwayne Haskins, an ex-head coach and a current quarterback.
Oh, God.
I'll give a hint. Major media market.
The Jets coach? I don't know his name.
Nope.
Giants coach? I don't know his name.
Yes, Pat Shermer.
There you
Pat
go.
Shermer.
Yep.
Fuck him.
Well, probably not because you probably won't be there when they start winning games.
All right, so I got two more.
Yeah.
One of them is a live quote. I got video queued up. And one of them is an easy guess, but it needs to be said. This is a quote from a person that gets paid money to be an analyst.
Stephen A. Smith.
Even worse.
Oh.
Oh.
This
Booger McFarlane.
and I quote.
Should have been my first guess.
And I fucking quote. This is a big third down for Seattle. If you are the Seahawks, you want to continue to possess the ball.
He's right, Steve.
You would think.
He's right. That's actually probably the most accurate thing he's ever said. To be honest with you.
What the fuck?
At least he's accurate. At least he's not saying what was it? The
you want to get penalized in the red zone because it opens up the field?
Gives you more room.
What the fuck? All right, so
at least this one was correct.
Yeah, I got my live
What
quote.
you really want to try to do is score more points than the other team. Thanks, Booger.
Ready for this one? Ready for this one? This is the showstopper.
Well respected as Gronk is as a pass catcher, didn't get the respect he deserved as a guy who could block.
Yeah.
Like all these other great George Kittle, like not really a blocker, unbelievable talent, not a blocker.
To be fair, I don't even know who that is.
One more time. One more time.
As well respected as Gronk is as a pass catcher, didn't get the respect he deserved as a guy who could block.
Yeah.
Like all these other great George Kittle, like not really a blocker, unbelievable talent, not a blocker. George Kittle.
That's someone whose job it is.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
Unfucking believable.
Yeah, it's just wrong. Just
Like,
flat out.
yo,
Did no research.
Yo, I've never claimed to be accurate.
Is
on
that current?
anything.
Like, how old is that?
This just happened 2 days ago.
Yeah, so it's just someone that did no homework. They're not prepared. They're lazy at their job, and they continue to get paid.
This
Incredible.
was Doug Gottlieb, who is the host of the Doug Gottlieb Show on Fox Sports Radio.
Trump supporter.
He gets paid to talk about football.
Can you look up his salary? Can we get that?
Chris? Doug Gottlieb. Gottlieb. It's funny, he's got the word lie in his name. Lie. George Kittle, not really a blocker.
That's great. That's phenomenal.
Patrick Mahomes, not really a passer.
Not really much of a passer. He's good with his feet.
Doug Gottlieb, whatever, was kicked out of Notre Dame after an incident where he stole a classmate's credit card and used it to charge multiple purchases.
Yes.
This evolved into a national scandal and resulted in substantial backlash. Gottlieb transferred away from Notre Dame program as a result of his credit card fraud.
I don't know how credible this source is, networthpost.org, but they say net worth is around $1 million.
That's $1 million more than he should have.
Yeah. Fucking cunt. If I ever see you, Doug Gottlieb, you're going to get fucked.
Here's I've got a mystery news bit. It's not news, but it's history. Mystery history. How about
Mystery history.
How
How's
about
that
that?
for a new
Huh?
segment?
that? Okay, so this. Let's think about this. How am I going to word this? This is the great grandfather of a current NFL football player,
Beat hard.
Tony Accardo. He was recruited by Al Capone and ultimately ended up running the outfit, which was Capone's mob group. He was nicknamed Joe Batters after using a baseball bat to murder 3 mobsters who betrayed the outfit. Capone was quoted as saying, "Boy, this kid's a real Joe Batters." Yeah. Pretty vicious man. Became a Chicago crime boss in the 40s. And yeah, murdered people with baseball bats.
And we have to guess.
So-
this first?
Pretty serious mobster, and his great-grandson is in the NFL.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Nope. Good guess with the name, though.
Oh, I feel like I've read this before, but I don't know who it is.
It's a current NFL player?
His great-grandson is a current NFL player.
That's as
Do
far
they
as you're
have the
going.
same last
Player.
name?
No.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know.
Position.
His currently 2 of his grandsons are NFL football players.
Oh.
Bosa.
Bosa.
Yeah, that's right.
Nick Bosa. By the way, did you know how many of their family members have played in or are in the NFL?
I only know of the 2 brothers and the father.
Their
That's all.
uncle was an
Uncle,
NFL
yeah.
football player.
Did you guys see this breaking ESPN?
Which one?
Something just happened now.
Yeah, 49ers suspend radio analyst.
Yeah, we were
Tim
gonna-
Ryan. Did we?
Yeah,
that
well, we
just
were going to
popped
talk
up.
Did you
about
see it in the group chat? It was
Oh
in there.
no, sorry.
But we have to talk
I
about
don't have
it.
service, I guess.
So we might as well do this quickly.
Sorry, everybody. I'm gonna go back on mute.
So for those of you who know Tim Ryan, he is the 49ers color guy.
What is he?
Yeah, exactly.
Commentator, Joe.
Yeah.
Easy.
Color. No, okay, so he made a pretty ridiculous statement this week.
A bit off color.
Oh. He said, I'm looking for it. Okay, here it is. He's in reference to Lamar Jackson. He said he's really good at that fake, Lamar Jackson, but when you consider his dark skin with a dark football, with a dark uniform, you could not see that thing. Ryan said on air, I mean, you literally could not see when he was in and out of the mesh point, and if you're half step slow on him in terms of your vision, forget about it. He's out of the gate. So I think we all know why that's a no-no, and he shouldn't do that and say that.
I heard that interview. I think it was 2 days ago when it came out. It's taken a little while to get to
Yeah.
the surface here.
I don't know. I have a hard time understanding why that's not true.
It's exactly true.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a
It's not a
true
negative.
statement.
It's not a. I don't understand.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Like I don't. It doesn't
Yeah,
make sense.
You're
to
right,
me.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But
I don't get that that's a news story. I don't get that he's suspended.
They should air our last episode where we were calling him a creature.
Like I don't. It doesn't. I just don't get that.
Yeah,
I would agree. You're right.
I mean, I also like if I'm the Ravens, I want every advantage as possible. So I want the darker jerseys to hide the football more, like just little stuff like that. Like,
I've never even thought about it until this came out.
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, it's like
I thought it was odd when he said it, but I was like,
it's
oh yeah,
way easier
I can
to see it.
that.
It's way easier to see a football if you're wearing a white jersey as opposed to
Yeah.
a black jersey.
And also, like if you have the wristband like Jimmy wears,
Yeah.
that's more obvious. Like all the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't say like
It's not
it
incorrect.
yeah, I don't. I struggle with that one.
yeah. Well, he's suspended, so keep that in mind when you're listening. To
So
So-
they suspended thinking Teddy Ballgame. They suspended him for comments on oh fuck, what was the
Kaepernick?
no somebody raped somebody, I think.
You probably wanted the Niners to sign him.
No, it was
So who's gonna take his spot this week?
yeah, I don't know.
You know what's even better
Eric Davis.
I
is
was just going to say it.
here's the best part. That comment happened from Florida.
Yeah, Chris, could you
He's-
look up what
Tim
He's
Ryan,
out there, yeah.
he's in Florida with the team.
Yeah.
So do they just fly him home?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Get the fuck out of here, guy. Hold on, I might have the answer here. Where's Steve?
So Bosa's uncle, Nick and Joey Bosa's uncle's name is Eric Kumaro. He was a first-round draft pick by the Miami Dolphins. He also is his Nick and Joey Bosa's dad is John Bosa. They were brother-in-laws, so one of their sister must have married the other one. They were both first-round draft picks.
I got it.
Both Bosa kids were first-round draft picks, and Kumaro has a son that plays wide receiver for the Packers, Jake Kumaro.
Wow.
just seems like a.
How wild is that?
Drafted early out of fear.
All right, so Ted Robinson, this is from September 10th, 2014, and it was in regards to Janae Rice, wife of Ray Rice. So after that whole thing went down,
Oh, God.
and they suspended him 2 games.
Oh, boy.
What
I feel
he
like this
said
is going to
was-
be brutal.
You sure you want to go down this road?
Okay, so verbatim from the article, it says, in discussing the controversy regarding Ravens running back Ray Rice, Robinson said the victim, Rice's wife, Janae, bore some of the responsibility for not speaking up after she was knocked unconscious by her then fiance, and then says, that to me is the saddest part of it.
It's just, it's
Why?
it's meant in a positive manner, but it's so ignorant.
Yes.
It's like the person that's like, I don't understand how someone gets raped and doesn't go to the police.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Because you've never been raped, you fucking moron.
Yes.
If you don't understand, don't comment. You do
It's
nothing
so
but
ignorant.
bury yourself. Stay the fuck out of it.
So ignorant. Until you've been there, you cannot ever speak for a victim.
I concur.
And especially someone like all the different things. Like first of all, she was probably still in love with him. Mm-hmm. That's the fucked up part. Mm-hmm. Like her heart's broken and she doesn't know what to do about it. Mm-hmm. Like it's so ignorant, but it is just words still. Like he didn't say she deserved it or she. I mean, I guess bore some of the responsibility. Yeah, that's
going.
That's
far.
where it's too far.
Yeah.
If he just said, I don't understand why she didn't say something.
Yeah.
That's like just admitting your ignorance to me.
Right.
But to say she bore some of the responsibility,
wild.
Yeah, no, don't think so.
All right. Look ahead to New Orleans on the road. All right. New Orleans Saints played on Thanksgiving night against the Atlanta Falcons. Anybody else here watch that game?
Not a minute of it.
I popped in and out. I wasn't completely zoned in. What I saw was a decent football team. Not a great one. Not one that we're not going to completely embarrass like we did the Packers, like we did the Browns, like we did the Carolina Panthers. I mean, this team has a terrible matchup against the 49ers defense. It's going to look like many of other games that we've seen this year from a pocket quarterback.
I fucking hope so.
They have one reliable pass catcher on record to break the receptions in a single season, Michael Thomas. We have been faced against teams that have much more than that. Drew Brees has not looked that great ever since returning from the thumb injury that he had. Alvin Kamara does not look very Kamara-ish this year. And the only thing that New Orleans really has going for them, aside from Michael Thomas, is they got a pretty good defense, pretty good defensive line. I would say they're top 5 for sure. For sure top 5, maybe top 3. They're not in our atmosphere, but still. And while watching that game, I saw Marcus Lattimore get hurt. And who else? I saw another player.
The Niner, Marcus Lattimore? The
No.
ex-Niner?
No,
he's out of the league.
No, the cornerback for them.
I didn't know there was...
Yeah, former first rounder. I saw Marcus Lattimore get hurt and another person. I forgot who it was.
Wasn't ours a different Lattimore? Sure, it was Marcus. Wasn't it Marshawn Lattimore? Or...
No, you're right. It might have been something different.
Yeah, I think it was Marshawn.
It was a different Lattimore.
So they're clear-cut stud number 1 cornerback did walk off in that game. I'm not sure about his status, and they recently lost their left tackle.
No, it was Marcus.
Fuck. I don't remember his name.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, left tackle, highly regarded left tackle. He's been with them for a long time. He's one of their best players, and that is who would have been blocking Nick Bosa.
The Saints player is Marshawn.
So I'm mixed up.
Ours was Marcus.
Okay, Marshawn. So yeah.
I agree. What was the last time we lost before the Ravens game? What was the last game we lost by a field goal? At time ran out?
Seattle.
And what do we do the next week?
Came out a little sluggish against Arizona, fell behind, but then we rallied and came back and won the game.
I think, I think the Saints are going to be upset with the brunt of what they're going to take this week.
I concur.
I think they're going to catch an ass whooping.
Yeah, I concur. I think it's going to be a complete and total ass whooping.
Yeah, I think whoever ranked the 49ers second or third this week after we play the Saints is going to either have to say the Saints is not a good team or have to rank us number 1.
I think whoever made this line, which opened at Saints -3, my God, if I had money in an account right now, I would have put every single thing I had on that.
If in a pick'em pool, I only pick the 49ers because you have to pick every game. And I will not bet against the 49ers, period. Ever. I don't care if they are 0-12 and they're playing against a team that's undefeated. I will take the 49ers in a pick'em every single week. Always. Everyone that's ever played against me to pick'em knows they can count on me taking the 49ers every week. However, I will never just bet on the 49ers. I will never put money on a game. I refuse to do it.
Yeah, I get it.
I was going to take them as my lock this week before Joe did.
Yeah,
That's
so was
how
I.
strongly I feel about this spread.
Yes.
Okay, makes me feel a little bit better.
I'll go first. Key to victory.
Mm-hmm.
I think the key to victory is containing Alvin Kamara. I think that's the only chance they have to beat us is running it down our throats with Alvin Kamara in the middle of the football field. I think it's their only chance to beat us.
And don't forget about Latavius Murray. He's a hammer. He's a load to bring
I
down.
should say running backs.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think that's probably a good one. I really wish I was more intimidated by this team. I'm really not. It's really difficult for me to come up with a key to victory. Just like, they're fucking 10-2, and I'm not scared.
it's wild, ain't it?
It's almost like I'm too confident.
Really?
It's concerningly confident.
Especially from a guy that will pick losses.
True.
So what's your key to victory?
My key to
Show
victory.
up. Sounds like you're going to say show up.
Arrogance.
No, I'm not going to say that.
I think this is the most healthy our offense has been,
Definitely in some time.
right?
Yep.
It sounds like Staley will be back.
Yeah, I'm not even psyched
You
on
want
that
me to
because
go?
last time he came back,
Yeah,
he was
it
a little
fucked
rusty.
up. Yeah, no, I
and
hear you.
Brunskill is playing out of his shoes right now.
I'm going to say the key to victory in this game is no more than 2 turnovers. You can turn the ball over twice.
The differential or
Good question. I'm not going to go differential. I'm just going to say offense can't turn it over more than 2 times.
because if we turn it over 2 times, but the defense forces 7,
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm not going differential. I'm just saying the offense needs to stay under 2 turnovers because that is what is going to lose this game is if we turn the ball
yeah,
over.
if we just keep giving them chances.
That's
You
fair.
can. I think against this team you can afford 2, but no more than that.
Here's my key to victory. I think the defensive line is going to get back on the sack train this week. I think they're going to deliver a lot of pressure. My key to victory is the 49ers secondary. I think the offense is going to, the 49er offense, they're going to take care of themselves. They're going to put up a bunch of points. I think the secondary, it is, the key to winning this game is the secondary keeping their receivers, running backs, and tight ends in check and playing to the level that the defensive line is going to bring to the table. That's my key to victory.
So if 2 people have the same prediction score-wise, it obviously is going to go off winning streak. Okay, just making sure. Being that you're
people-
in the lead, Steve, I want to make sure that we didn't change what was what was designated.
All right, so we're going to pick scores now. I guess Steve's here to go first.
Put your money where your mouth is. Embarrassed.
Rode my tailcoat.
Wouldn't it be so funny if I just
Coattails on
fucking
everything
flipped
last-
everything on its head and picked the Saints win right now?
I'd walk out.
34-14.
That's embarrassing.
49ers.
34-14. Okay. I know I'm going to be going nearly last here.
Did we get Kearns?
I got it. I'll get it ready for you. So
Since him and I are
okay.
tied here, right? And if Matterson picks the same, we just roll with let him.
Yeah, he's not. Agreed.
Current
All
is 30-24 Niners,
That's something.
which was gonna be mine. But
No, you
I-
don't go.
I am going to go with. I like these 30s. I'm going to go a little higher though. I'm going to say 38. No, I'm not. I'm going to say 28 to 10.
The final score of this football outing is going to be 32-12. San Francisco football 49ers.
I had 34-14, and you did 32-12.
I will do 36-21. Niners.
They're all pretty close.
Yeah.
When that happens,
And
by the way, it's never.
It's never even close to what it is. Yeah.
It'll probably be 9-8.
Yeah.
Was it 9?
difference between 20 and 28.
Yeah, it was like when we picked the Washington game,
Yeah, it's
and
never.
it was 9-0.
And then all of a sudden it's pouring rain.
Yeah. In the Superdome.
Okay, we did that. So now we're going to slang a shoe.
Slang 'em. All right, this week's nominees are Dan Campbell, assistant head coach / tight end coach. Alex Anzalone, linebacker. And punter Thomas Morstead. My spidey senses tell me that all three of these are slam dunks. Let's see them. I always love it when it's
His
players
reaction.
that I've never heard. Oh, okay. All right, there's Dan Campbell. He was a former head coach, wasn't he? Oh, my God. Oh, my fucking God. Alex Anzalone. Hello. All right, there's
Good
Thomas
luck.
Morstead, a
Good
punter. I mean, it's easy for me. Go back to Dan Campbell, though. Wasn't he... He's a
got something.
former something.
Yeah, he was a head coach somewhere.
He was
right?
a something, a interim head coach. He was an interim head coach for the Dolphins before they hired Gase, and he went on a little bit of a winning streak, and people were making an argument that he should be the next head coach.
Oh man, well, we have to.
Absolutely.
This is a new entity.
How do you?
This is a brand new entity.
We seriously cannot pass this up. The slam dunk this week in an absolute loaded spread provided by Rob is linebacker Alex Anzalone. Cue it up.
Am I ready?
I don't know if you're ready.
Oh! What the fuck? Holy fuck! Like, he's...
Beautiful.
Yes! He's like... All right. Let me
A
just...
princess.
So, like...
Your
he's
dream
like,
girl?
No. He's like an ugly princess. You know what I mean? Like...
He looks like a mom taking
Like-
a Facebook photo there.
Like, if I saw him in a dress, I'd give it a second look and be like, wait a minute, should I fuck that person? Oh, no, it's wow. What beautiful locks of hair this man has.
There's the no hair.
How did it grow so fast?
He's a guy you probably, while you're driving down
Oh
the
my
road.
God! Look at that. What, that white jersey? Go up. That one. That one.
He's the guy if you're driving down the road and he's walking on the sidewalk, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Then you drive past, you're like, oh, whoa.
I'd like to,
Oh, never mind. Just kidding.
I hate to see this, but I'd really like to see his ass. I mean, what are we working with here?
Oh yeah, that's the winner
Kyle?
right there.
Oh, let's see what his wife is like. Look,
Twins.
His wife better looking than he is.
Twins.
Could be his sister.
I'm questioning her. Look at the size of that hand. You know what that means? That might be a man, baby. Yeah.
There you go.
What a hey.
His ass crack.
The ass was not what I was hoping for. He's got an ass like an iron newt.
Like a linebacker.
Well, I mean, he's gonna get fucked proper this week, one way or the other. I'll tell you that.
Is he still playing? Sometimes you do former players.
Alex?
Is he
Yeah, he's in.
active?
Yeah, he's in.
Oh, this cunt, Alex Anzalone. Looks like he's got a little Italian in him, but I can tell you what he's gonna have in him this week is fucking. He's gonna have a lot of Italian in him when Jimmy G throws the ball right up his fucking ass. Yeah, I mean, maybe we should
Would that
send.
technically be an interception?
I don't know what it's gonna
Throws
be.
the ball
It
up
doesn't
his
hit the
ass.
ground.
Yeah, he looks like when he retires, he's going to have some very Caitlyn Jenner-esque decisions to make. And he might already be starting with the hair. Other than that, fuck you, Alex Anzalone, or whatever the fuck your name is.
All right. That definitely fulfilled. Take a look at the other candidates real quick. Joe, here's Dan Campbell.
Oh, yeah, he definitely beats his kids.
That
Right.
picture underneath it should just say HGH.
And there's Thomas Morstead, the punter.
Oh, he's a Viking. That's a Viking-looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice
Has
little...
he got a sleeve? Is that a sleeve?
Where are you seeing?
I don't know. It looks like he's got tattoos there. Or maybe it's just the way the picture
No, there's
looks.
something there. Might be his hair on his arm.
Okay. Maybe.
It does look like it, though. You're right.
All right. Moving on to emails.
Oh, we'll do the particulars.
Okay. Please email us, goldbloodedpodcast@gmail.com. You guys are killing it. And leave a review on the iTunes app or Podbean or wherever you're listening. Even if you can't leave a review technologically. Just write one down and then send it to us. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll do the reviews next week just because we got a couple emails to get to. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Instagram's on fire. Curran, Gold Blooded Podcast, one word. Why are you laughing?
You'll see.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Let's see. What else is there? Any other particulars? Patreon. All of our equipment is falling apart. Unfortunately, I had to take the donation we got last week to fix the leak in my basement. And we still need money for all of the equipment that was going to get leaked on. Had to fix the leak first. Now we got to replace the equipment. Patreon.com/Gold-Blooded Podcast. Subscribe as little as $1 a month, as much as $1 billion a month.
Let's get into some emails. Okay, I'm going to preface all the emails because I see there's emails from these guys. I believe in the past week's emails, I got Barrett Mueller and Brecken Welton, or whatever his name is, mixed up, especially when talking or interacting with Matterson. So I think there was some confusion on my part there. Nevertheless, we're going to hear from all these creeps. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. First email, Barrett motherfucking Mueller. Title, Matterson. Matterson, I coined fuckboy in reference to Greg Roman. Jet ski Pop-Tart wasn't mine. If I did say that, my bad. That one isn't mine. Fuckboy came in either our last year with Harbaugh or the year prior. By the way, my first name is spelled like the gun. Google 50 cal and it will probably pop up. So, like I said, I think I got confused Matterson by saying Barrett Mueller when I should have said Brecken Welton. My bad. Next email is another Barrett Mueller. Once fucking Google loads here.
He's got it. You read that part, and then the email's pulled up.
Okay. Fuck is the title.
No.
This is the attachment.
This is the attachment.
Okay.
You got to read what Barrett wrote first.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Found the email.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, Barrett Mueller says, found the email title. November 2014, my glorious rant on the shithead OC, Go Niners. So this is now the email he sent in 2014 with a title, Fuck. All caps. Fuck the Rams. Fuck our weak-ass line. Fuck the bad snaps. Fuck Harbaugh and Greg Fuckboy Roman for not utilizing Gore. Another wasted opportunity. Our defense is not the fucking problem right now. It's the offense and shitty play calling. Okay.
Sounds like 2014.
Hate it.
All right, Matt motherfucking Matterson
Here comes the gold.
says, title.
Oh, yes.
I believe that Steve is wrong twice.
Fuck yeah.
Says, hey crew, hopefully you guys get to this bit in the first hour. I don't know why that would matter, but okay. Steve, in the most recent episode, claimed that he said that he wanted Kyle S. as a coordinator or head coach for the Niners before he was working for Atlanta and after the Washington gig. This audio proves that he is wrong on that. He said it and when he might have said it. If there is an audio that to prove that Steve is right, then good for you. I love when it comes up. And I will accept that I am wrong. Other than that, you can find these episodes on http goldblooded49.libsyn.com/. On the right-hand side, there's an archive of older episodes. And then he said, I found the gems, and now we have an audio.
The fact that it's one audio means he's got clips pieced together.
Yep.
This is going to be amazing.
Or is it just one?
All right. So
Oh, he's narrating
this
it.
topic
Gems.
is all about the jam that Steve wanted me to dig for. Problem is two problems. One is the claim that he said this between Kyle Shanahan, in between before he was hired as a coordinator for the Falcons, and while he was working for Washington. He worked for Washington from 2010 to 2013.
I would just like to
where you
point
go?
out
Okay.
that
I wanted to do the same thing.
he consistently remembers to call them Washington, and I can't. I consistently mess up and use the R word,
I never do.
and as well.
Yeah.
Neither does Matterson
I know.
ever.
I agree.
He never,
Yeah.
ever uses the R word for the team from Washington.
I hear you.
And I consistently make that mistake.
Okay.
I'm impressed.
Okay, can I tell you what I've taken from this so far? I picture a scene right now in Matterson's place.
Paint us a picture.
Okay, there's a room above a garage that he likely lives in. There's a computer.
It's very specific.
There's a computer.
Mac or PC?
I don't know nothing about computers.
PC, 100%, right, Chris?
Linux box.
He went to his arts and supplies closet, and he got a large piece of paper, like a 2 foot by like 3 foot bitch, like a poster board. He's got a timeline on this drawn out.
Like a detective's room?
100%.
Pictures.
And then he's got the quote made by Steve of the claim. Like, that's right. That's front and center on the bulletin board, right? He's got glasses on. He's sweating. There's music on in the background. There's a pot of coffee going. You know what I mean?
He's got
Most
the
important detail.
yarn strings going to the connections.
Most important detail. Does the board flip? Is it one of those like...
It's got it.
Yeah,
it's got two sides. Then we flip to this side.
Yeah. He's got, like I said, he's got the timeline, when it's supposed to be said, the whole thing. The Gold Blooded Podcast was started here, the whole thing. Let's get back to this.
Yes.
But just picture this.
All right, so for the Falcons, then 2015 to 2016, he was working for the Falcons. So he would have been leaving the Browns and before joining the Falcons. But the problem is that I did some digging and Steve didn't say anything at all about that. I believe in 2015 before Jim Tomasula joined. That was a nod to a Joey I mistake. That was purpose. And then I was guessing, did Steve say it in 2016 before Chip Kelly was hired? No. So that lead to 2017. Now, this is where my second problem is. I don't think Steve said this. In episode 95, where he said this bit.
We did not have a coach. We did not have a GM. And now we have both. Now that it's been at least, over a week since the GM hire, and it's probably been about 2.5 weeks since we've all known who the head coach was going to be.
And then the episode before, not the bonus episode, but the one that says Gold Blooded Podcast, out really 2016, out really. There's a couple of gems there that were said, and here is Steve's opinion on Shanahan.
Then you have the Shanahan connection between his father and him, and bringing in Shanahan or Kyle to be the head coach, and then Mike to oversee football operations, which I don't see that happening either.
All right, and Steve said this to you.
What was wrong with that?
It was back in January.
There's nothing wrong with it, but it was you. You weren't saying I want Shanahan. It was you saying I don't see that happening.
I don't see his I don't see Mike Shan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe this is going to clear it up.
I got you.
Right. Maybe it gets clear.
Okay.
I doubt it, but I understand.
2017. This is before we started praising this player when he joined the team. That said, here's this bit.
I'm not too into the idea of just trying to replicate this Patriots West and trading for Jimmy Garoppolo and having...
I don't think that happens.
Yeah.
Episode 94 was the same episode where Joe made that piss drinking prediction. And all of this was said in a matter of 10 minutes, starting at the 44-minute mark and ending at the 54-minute mark. If you want to go back, the title of the episode is episode 94, GBP Out Really 2016 Out Really.
I think I already brought that audio, right?
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah. Okay, Matt. Well, we appreciate the found gems and
Jeez, Steve.
For whatever it's worth, I do remember Steve saying that he wanted Kyle Shanahan, but it is interesting that Matterson just brought that one up where you said you didn't see it happening, but I get that was also in reference to him and his father. So I do, you know me, I hate defending Steve for anything, but I do remember Steve saying that, so.
Well, I want to hear the audio to prove it.
I hear you. I'm not going to be the one to find it, but, you know. Okay.
I mean, I heard audio that says I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I like this Blast from the Past segment, though.
I do.
Matterson, any other gems that you get?
Yo, that might be a segment we could actually incorporate. A blast from the past with Matt Matterson.
You just got to find one
and
a week.
Let him go back.
And it doesn't always have to be a bad one. It could be a good one too,
right.
or it could just be something funny that happened.
Done. Blast from the past.
Anything.
Yo,
Blast from the Past
Make it
segment
happen
with
weekly,
Matterson. Yes.
Blast from the past with your host Matt Matterson. Yo.
Done.
All right, Matterson, you got a jab. All right, Bear Mueller back again. Guarantees,
6
he
members.
says. I guarantee we won't. He's always been a member. I
Do
guarantee. What?
Do we skip around on purpose?
Who'd I miss?
Just Joe and the other Matterson?
Oh. 2 more voices. Oh, my bad. Okay, sorry.
Shoot, crap, damn, I'm concerned.
Yep. Just Joe, bro.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good Just Joe.
Shoot, crap, damn, I'm concerned. I can't do it. There you go. Saints.
Oh, shoot. All right. So, yeah, we lost. That sucks. Damn. I know it's not funny, but we only lost by a field goal. Whatever team had that ball last was going to win that game. Now, everybody I see on Twitter and Instagram, everyone, Kyle Shanahan, he's an idiot, da-da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Come on now, because if that pass would have never been, if that guy would have never hit that pass with his hand, Kittle was wide open, we would have had it. And then everyone would be praising him. Oh, he went for it, and da-da. My thing is this. I was scared about this game. I was fearful of this game, but we played a hell of a lot better than anybody that's played this team. Anybody. I mean, damn, we did our damn thing. Now it's time to eat. Now it's time to eat in the dome. Breeze, Sac City. Matt Ryan, Sac City. Oh, we got Jared Goff again, Sac City. And then this time we're going to have our full, complete team when we go to Seattle. 14-2. I'm calling it right now. Put money in the bank. Shorty, what do you drink? Oh, God, you guys, last week you guys said, man, he sounds like he's drunk. I don't drink. I drink, but I don't drink like that. Like, nah, very rarely do I drink. But anyway, I don't do drugs. But anyway, and nothing against people that want to do drugs. But, I mean, just don't come to my house because what if you steal something? But anyways, damn. I'm not going to put the blame game on anybody because I think our team just played very, very good.
If you want to do drugs, don't go to Joe's house. If you just want to go somewhere to say puppy cunt, go to Joe's house.
Yeah, if you want to do drugs, you come to my Joe's house, not just Joe. You come
not just Joe.
Host Joe.
I mean, we played a stout game. You know what I mean? Do I agree? The only thing I didn't like is how slow we were moving at the end of the second half. Because if we would have had more time, we could have went for another play, and I think we could have got Robbie Gould at a field goal, got a lot closer, and that would have made a big difference in the game, maybe even a winner. But you know what? I'll take this. It sucks to get it now. I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. 14-2. Let's go. Like I say, every day, all day. Yeah. Oh, the score for next week's game, we're gonna blow them out. I think it'll be like 17-37. Mark me down on that one, too. Mark me down. Garbage time is what Drew Brees is going to get. You see him struggle.
Okay.
Okay. way to end that short. All right. Next, Matt Matterson. No subject. I didn't mention this in the audio, but there were moments in the game where I thought Lamar Jackson was the Roadrunner from the Looney Tunes cartoons, and whatever he ran for huge yards or the touchdown, he would turn around and go beep beep to the Niners. Rainy day game 2.
And I lost, see? Man. A loss is a loss. Gotta say, offense piece of the week would go to Raheem Mostert, and defense piece of the week goes to the defensive player that.
Steve, can you repeat for me how Matterson just pronounced our running back's name?
No, I can't.
Chris?
I believe I heard Raheem
And last name?
Mostert.
Joe, can you pronounce our running back's name, please?
Oh,
Joe says
just
Mozart.
pronounce it like how I would say
Yeah,
it.
Joe says Mozart.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, exactly.
I just wanted to point out that Matterson got it right.
Yeah, no doubt.
Sorry, proceed. Also, I'm going to interrupt Matterson. I don't mean to do this in the middle of this call, but I thought of it, then I forgot it, then I thought of it, then I forgot it. That sweater that you're wearing, Joe, looks like a sweater a serial killer is wearing in the picture that they post from the 70s when they were a serial killer.
Really?
Like, I don't know. It's a color. I don't know what it is. 100% is a serial killer sweater. Wrong? Right or wrong,
No,
Steve?
you're definitely not wrong. Yeah, it's a throwback 49ers Christmas sweater, and it looks like Joe's making a Daddy Daily post.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, Daddy's Daily Post is going up right now. So if you want to see the sweater, go to the Instagram and
Go to
check
case.
that out.
Go to case file.
Yeah.
Case number 49. Look at that thing.
All right, we got it.
I don't
Daddy's
know why.
Daily Post coming at you right now.
Just something about. I think it's the fact that it's not white, but it's not tan.
Yeah.
Like the background color
No, it's
is like
just-
a
it's-
serial killer.
It just looks old. Like when you watch
Yeah.
old movies and you see somebody wearing a white sweater, it doesn't look white because it's just poor video quality.
Right.
But in real life, this sweater is just
It's
like off-white.
it's a serial killer.
Yeah, it's serial killer.
It's like a serial. He didn't use that to while he was killing. That's what he wears to not look like a killer.
Right.
Because he is a killer.
Right.
Sorry. Proceed, Matterson. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail.
Knocked the ball out of Lamar Jackson's arm, causing a turnover.
It's black arm.
It's black arm.
It's black arm.
Next game is against the Saints. It's in New Orleans, and I gotta say, Niners are gonna beat the Saints 30-24.
Wait, 32
This is
to
a
24 or 30
real
to 24?
needed win
30
because
to
looking at
24.
the playoff pictures, the Saints beat the Falcons Thursday night, and Niners need to secure that home field advantage. Who wants to see the Niners play the Packers in Lambeau Field? Honestly. That said, I have a question for you guys. When I went through the audio for the gym that Steve claimed, everybody was down on Jed York. Maybe at least Joe was, but anyway, I had to bring up this question: is what do you guys think of Jed York now? My opinion is he made some mistakes with Harbaugh and keeping Balcony on for another season after Jim Tomsula. So, as that said, I'm guessing Joe is going to be saying something like, if the Niners win the Super Bowl, come back to me. I'm out, really.
Okay.
Matterson's got you pegged.
Can you give me that score prediction again?
30-24.
I got 32 to 24 out
It's
of that.
30 to 24.
Yeah, he always has two between him.
Yeah,
Okay.
interesting. It could go either way. What I took from it was 30,
Well,
24.
if he hears this and email in a correction.
Okay, so what I will say about this is that I am impressed that Jed York has stayed the fuck out of the way for the past 3 years. He hasn't given the dreaded vote of confidence, even when the teams were, even the last 2 years when things were looking bad. Typically when an owner will step in and be like, no, these are my guys, they're getting fired, and when the season's over. So Jed,
He has, actually.
Oh, he has.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's, sometimes
I didn't take it in a way
right,
that you're
but
saying.
you know
at
what
all.
I'm saying, right? With that said, I think, hopefully he's hired the right people and he's staying out of the way. I think he was too involved in the Harbaugh and Balky, and he was trying to be too much involved. I think he genuinely learned from that. And quite frankly, if this is how it's going to be, then I'm good. But stay the fuck out the way. Let the football people do the football things.
Agreed. I think he deserves to crow a little bit, even if he wanted to remind everybody. Yeah, you wanted me to sell this franchise and whatnot, but look at what we're doing now.
Okay, back to the emails. Brecken Welton says, Jet Ski Pop-Tart. Hello, my fellow Golden Shower enthusiasts. This email is for my hero, the voice of the Gold-Blooded podcast, Matthew Matterson. It took me a minute during the last pod to realize you were talking about me and coining the nickname Jet Ski Pop-Tart. You understandably didn't remember my name because it's weird as fuck. I'm honored to even be mentioned in your email, and Matterson, I have to extend to you my deepest apologies. I shouldn't have to put it on you to listen to hundreds of hours of this podcast just to find something I said. And if you did, I apologize. I just went through the emails I've written and found the one we're both looking for. October 23rd, 2015, I called for our starting strong safety, quote-unquote, Jet Ski Pop-Tart, or Jet Ski Tart. The next week, on November 2nd, 2015, I called him by his full and rightful name, Jet Ski Pop-Tart. For the next 8 emails, I referred to him as such because I loved hearing Joe say it. Jet Ski Pop-Tart, Jet Ski Pop-Tart, Jet Ski fucking Pop-Tart. I kept ending my emails with Jet Ski Pop-Tart for fucking president, which hasn't caught on quite yet. The best part was going through all the nicknames on the show or former players we had to suffer through. Jimbo Tomasulo, the Tsunami, Michael Willow, Reggie Bush, Baby Hart, etc., etc. Reading emails from the dark days of the last couple of years and realizing how far we've all come makes me grateful for this podcast and all the imaginary friends I now have. I never thought I'd laugh as hard as I did listening to a grown man I've never met leave a voicemail demanding his children yell puppy cunts at the top of their lungs, but here I am, laughing my ass off. Keep up the good work, boys. The Super Bowl is still ours. Brecken, sent from my Sony Walkman cassette player.
Do you know that Michael Wilhoit is on the coaching staff of the New Orleans Saints?
I did not.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
You did skip over a Barrett Mueller. Guarantees.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's a jumbled mess in that email right now.
Right,
and, yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, we got some cleaning up to do.
Yeah, Wilhoit last played with the Seattle Seahawks.
Yes.
Currently on the New Orleans Saints coaching staff.
Okay, Barrett Mueller guarantees. I guarantee we won't lose another game for the rest of the regular season. I guarantee we will beat Seattle in Seattle. I guarantee we will be the first seed in the NFC. I guarantee we will walk through the playoffs. I guarantee this isn't the last we play against Baltimore this season. Go Niners. Brecken Welton, maybe, or not Brecken Welton, I'm sorry. Barrett Mueller.
Anthony Scott.
Yes. Now we're on to Anthony Scott. Damn it, but hell yeah. Jesus, that was a crazy game. I wanted to win so bad because it would have confirmed we're the best team in the league. I'm really pissed Seattle leads the division now after beating the crappy Vikings, but I'm still proud that we kept Lamar Jackson relatively in check. He's like a damn moon cricket dancing all over the field. All right, Tim Ryan.
Bit more offensive.
Yeah.
Slightly.
And he seems to convert every time he needed to. But holding him to 20 points and just over 200 total yards is an accomplishment. I'm so proud that this team is given full effort every single game. To quote the great Boomer Esiason, pressure is a privilege. It's awesome to be playing important games this late in the year, but it's definitely stressful. Anyway, go Niners and fuck the Saints. Quest for 6, bitches. I do want to talk next week about playoffs, because it seems
Playoffs?
like playoffs. I think we should have a conversation next week about the playoffs. All right, final email from Chris Bravo.
First time email?
First time, no, I think he sent another one in, but this is a great email. I did read this. Another field goal loss. Gentlemen, first off, I'd like to thank you all for all the free entertainment you have provided me for all these years. I am a first-time writer to the podcast, and I have to say that listening to this podcast is one of the highlights of my week. When it comes to 49er podcast, there is no one better, and have listened to most of them.
Free entertainment? Did I mention we have a Patreon?
Hold on. Oh, you're wrong. Slow down, because our friend put his money where his mouth is. And he calls out everyone else who hasn't.
Ooh, all right.
How is everyone doing today? How's everybody doing today? Good?
Good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Hope all is well after a fucking bullshit loss. Although it was a difficult loss, I have to say that I am very proud of my 49ers because they came out to fight. I believe that time management is what fucked us in the end, especially towards the end of the first half. I would have liked for Shanahan to have used the timeout more efficiently and given us a better chance to score a field goal at the end of the half. So after a Seahawks win over the Vikings, we are now in the wild card. But worry not. I believe that we will be able to beat the Saints, and after that, the Falcons and the Rams, and eventually is going to come down to us beating the Seahawks in their own field. And to the Super Bowl we go. And Jimmy Horsecock will be adding another ring to his collection. By the way, I looked up your Patreon page and was saddened to see only 80 Patreon supporters on the home page. With that, I felt I needed to add one more and added myself as a Patreon. Now I hope that this email, if read during the podcast, can inspire others to join in. You guys deserve all the support you can get for providing one of the best and funniest 49er in the world. Keep up the good work, and once again, good job. Go Niners. Sorry, I closed my email by accident there. Thank you very much, Chris Bravo. Yeah, and everybody, listen to what he says and go fucking spend your Christmas money on us, you cunts. What is it?
Patreon.com/Goldblooded Podcast.
Get in there and do as he did. $500 a month is very generous. If everyone can't give that, we understand. I gotta be honest, even $5 a month would be more than generous. Please, ante up with the ducats. With that said, find a Saints fan, punch a Saints fan. Go Niners.